Yogic approach to human body. In the yoga therapy, it is very much essential to go through the yogic approach to human body. It is totally different from the anatomy and physiological approach what the medical specialists will be dealing with the body. According to the yogic tradition, there are three important bodies within the human body. One is called as the physical body, another is called as the astral body, another is called as the causal body. So the physical body, astral body and causal body form the elements of mass, energy and radiation. These three will be working within the body. The physical body is characterized by 5 motor organs, 5 sense organs, 5 elements, 5 fire elements, the mind, the intellect, the ego, and also the nature. It is controlled by the Purusha. These are all total 25, which are said to be the 25 tattvas according to the Sankhya philosophy. And yoga philosophy also adds one more tattva called as Ishvara. So there are 26 tattvas according to yoga philosophy and 25 according to Sankhya philosophy. If we take the evidence of Bhagavad Gita, Ekam Sankhyamcha Yogancha, Sankhya and Yoga are one and the same. One must visualize the uniqueness or the oneness of the yogic and Sankhya approach. Sankhya proposes the concept of knowledge and yoga proposes the concept of application as karma or action. And that is why yoga has gained some ground in the physical level. And the physical body is basically considered to be transitory and ever changing. In the same way, the astral body and causal body are also considered to be different dimensions of illusion only. So these three bodies are the potential status of the self-transformation of the universal energy. This human body has been described very clearly in Taittiriya Upanishad. And the Taittiriya Upanishad clearly identifies 5 important koshas. They are called as Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha and Anandamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha is characterized by the food and water. The Pranamaya Kosha is characterized by the vital air. The Manomaya Kosha is characterized by the process and array of thoughts. The Vijnanamaya Kosha is characterized by the prevalence of the cognitive consciousness. And Anandamaya Kosha is characterized by the blissful identity. These 5 koshas are also said to be within the purview of the physical body only. At the same time, the same Taittiriya Upanishad identifies 5 important suprazones. From the anus to the mouth, they have identified one basic zone, what is called as Adhiloka. Above the eyes, it has identified Adhijyotisha. Lower portion of the forehead is identified as the Adhividya. The upper portion of the forehead is identified as Adhipraja. And the central portion of the corpus callosum is identified as Adhyatma. These 5 suprazones are also considered to be very, very important according to Taittiriya Upanishad. Even though Taittiriya Upanishad is not a text of yoga, it is trying to understand the human body and the organization of the human body with the lower levels of the five koshas and the higher levels of the supra zones like Adhiloka, Adhijyotisha, Adhividya, Adhipraja and Adhyatma. The total human body is structured according to the yoga tradition into plexus centers. The anus area is called as the Mooladhara. The genital area is called as Swadhisthana. It is called as Swadhisthana because there will be prevailing of a particular Vayu called Swa, and being the seat of that Vayu, it is called as Swadhisthana, and then is called as Manipuraka, that is the navel area. The chest area or the heart area is called as Anahata, and the throat pit is called as Vishuddhi. The eyebrow center is called as Agnya, and the head of the crown is called as crown center. This is Agnya Chakra or Sahasrara. These 6 chakras are considered to be very, very important, being the plexus centers within the body. They are all connected by 10 nadis. 7 nadis move upwards and 3 nadis move downwards. According to one basic yoga tradition, there are 72,000 types of nadis. These nadis cannot be compared with what we call nervous system within the medical terminology. And directly from the navel to the head of the corpus callosum is connected by Sushumna. Right nostril and left are called by Ida and Pingala. The right eye and left eye are called as by Pusha and Hastijihva. And the right ear and left ear are characterized by Yashaswini and Gandhari. And in this way, there are 7 nadis moving upwards and 3 nadis move downwards to the genitals below the navel and also till the toe. These 10 nadis are basically controlled by 10 vayus. Those 10 vayus are called as Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana, Naga, Kurma, Krukara, Devadatta and Dhananjaya. This entire system of the human body is characterized by a vital force of energy, what is called as Kundalini. Kundalini is a word which was used in Yoga Kundali Upanishad. It clearly says that Kundalyeva bhavet shaktihi. Kundali means energy. So this particular concept of energy will be functioning. And according to the yoga text, it will be like a serpent twisted into 3 types with a self-willing identity. This Kundalini is to be activated in the yoga process. And another important dimension in understanding the body and mind concept is called as Chitta. Chitta is very clearly, detailedly explained in the Yoga Kundali Upanishad. Chitta is having 2 reasons. One is called as Vayu and another is called as Vasana. Vayu indicates the gaseous mass. Vasana indicates the dispositions. Dispositions will be controlling the Vayu. Vayu will be controlling the dispositions. If one can arrest the Vayu, he can arrest the dispositions also. Or if one try to arrest the dispositions, he can arrest the Vayu also. The functioning of the Chitta is basically identified as Chitta Vritti or bioconsciousness. This human body is having another significant quality, what is called as Guna. These gunas will be having a pratiprasava. Pratiprasava means increased frequency. The gunas are considered to be pacifying, that is called as sattvika, active, that is called as rajo, and dullness, that is tamasic. These are all considered to be very important aspects of the human body which are considered to be the crux according to yogic philosophy.